Hello, YouTube. This is Jay Coder back with another stream. And so today we're going to be going over HTML lists. And so if you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel, like this video. And without further ado, let's get started. And so as you can see right here, I have Visual Studio Code open and I have this comment here that describes the different tags related to lists. And so I'm going to go over a few examples today about lists. And so I'm going to go ahead and read what we have here related to HTML lists. So you have the UL tag, and that defines an unordered list. And don't worry, I will shortly show you examples of these things. And then you have OL, and that defines an ordered list. And LI defines a list item. DL defines a description list. DT defines a term in a description list. DD describes the term in a description list. So let's go ahead and go into some examples about this. And so the first example I'm going to do is going to be an unordered list. So after my title here, the way we do an unordered list is with the UL. And so we're going to put a list of, let's say, car brands. And so to specify your list item, you use LI. And this is going to be my first list item. And I'm going to call that Ford. Then I'm going to do another list item down here, which just gonna paste that there, and then this is gonna be Chevy, and then I'm gonna copy that and go ahead and paste this here and call that Toyota, and we can do one more, and we can do Kia. And so this is a representation of an unordered list in HTML. Let me go ahead and show you guys what that looks like on the website. And so it's going to look like this. And as you can see here, I have custom colors on my website from a style sheet, but you can see that there's a title HTML list website, and this is the H1 title there, which is 300% font. And then we have what I just put here, which is Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Kia, and it does a list that looks like this, and it has dots before each one. All right, so that's the first example. And so let's go ahead and do the next example. The next example I'm going to do is an ordered list. So the next example, instead of, I can do the same thing and here, and then, for instance, I'm gonna go ahead and place this here, and I'm going to go ahead and put, instead of UL, I'm gonna put OL and we're going to see how that looks compared to our unordered list. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, and then I'm going to show you guys how that looks here. And I'm going to go ahead and open the website here and show you guys. And so when you do an ordered list, it will automatically include the numbers of the list here that you put. So as you can see, an unordered uses these dots, and an ordered list uses 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, if I add another one such as Honda, let's see what exactly that does with an order, um, with my ordered list. And so it's going to go ahead and add Honda and add a 5 for me. So that's what ordered list looks like. Then, okay, and then we're going to do the another example here. Let me get this example ready for you guys. So the next example will be, we're going to use a description list. And a description list is a list of terms with a description of each term. So, in order to make such a list, you will need to use DL to start the tag off with. And then that's what we have here. And so I'm going to, and each element that you will have in your description list, instead of the LI, you will use DT. And so with DT, you go ahead and put your element. So I'm going to go ahead and actually put animals. So the first one I'm going to say is a bear. And then after each element inside the description, you can add DD, which the DD is going to be the actual description of the element above. So, what is a bear? The description is a big brown animal with thick fur that eats meat. So that's just an example of a description. Let's go forward and put another list here, or another item on our list, which will be a cat. And so I'm going to go ahead and add the description of the cat there. And we all know that a cat is a cute animal that is swift and nimble. And lastly, I'll put a I'll put a bird here, and the description of the bird. The description of the bird is it's an an animal that can fly. All right. So that's using DLDT and DD. And let's go ahead and test that out and see how that actually looks. Okay. And let me get that website for you. And as you can see, we have bear, and then it, does a new line indent, and then lists the description. So if you have a list, you'll get the description in this kind of format, which is pretty nice to, if you wanted it in this format and you wanted something quick out of the box to describe your different list elements, you can use this. So that's how you do a description list in HTML. And so after this, that's really all I wanted to go over today about HTML lists. And so, yeah, they're pretty easy. And if you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment. And so, as always, stay coding. And until next time, peace.